Hey guys, it's Keegan. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video we are doing my November reset. For the past couple months I've been making a reset video every month and I've really been loving it so far, and so far so have you guys. So if you guys want me to keep making these videos, I definitely will. But these videos are a really great way to reset and get yourself in the mindset for a new month. In these videos I like to reflect on the past month, some of the goals that I made, see if I completed them, and then start making new goals for the month of November. I cannot believe it's November. And then also do a few things that get me in the right mindset for the new month, like deep cleaning my apartment, grocery shopping, all of that kind of stuff. I'm so excited to take you guys along with me to my November reset. Let's go. It makes me so sad to think that like the next video these bats won't be up there. Like I genuinely love these bats so much. First order of business, I always like to review my goals from the last month and see how did I improve, what did I actually stick to, what did I not. My word for the month of October was accountability. I think that was accountable. It was something like that. Like I wanted to hold myself accountable. If I'm being completely honest, I did not hold myself accountable at all. I had a really hard month in October. I also had a really hard month in September. It's been like a rough kind of time. I talk about a little bit of the things that I'm going through in an upcoming vlog. I think you guys will see that next week. Yeah, I had a full-on mental breakdown in front of my vlog camera yesterday, so you guys will see that next week. It'll be really fun and exciting. So I had a pretty hard month mentally. Like I had a lot of stuff going on up here, which is lovely, we know that. A lot of the goals that I set for myself I didn't accomplish, which is upsetting, but I think that really showed me that I had too high of expectations for myself, that I can incorporate 10 new things in my life every single day. It might have been a little bit much for me. We're gonna review these goals that I had and see how well I didn't do that well. Spoiler alert. I want to make sure that when I'm looking through this, I am aware that I was having a really hard time and that it's okay to give myself some grace and to not be perfect. I have this spreadsheet. I will link this down below. I did not make this. I think I paid $2 from it from Etsy. The girl that made it is really nice, so go support her. But basically how this works, if you've never seen one of these videos that I make, you have your daily achievements here. So these are goals that you want to incorporate daily into your routine, and then these are all the times that you check it off. I'm filming this on the 27th, so I haven't checked anything off, and there were a few days that I forgot to do it. Typically those were like weekends that I would forget to like check it off, and then the next day I'd be like, did I do that? I don't remember. My goals, I added this thing to the spreadsheet so I can see like how well I did. The thing that I did the best at was wearing my Apple Watch. I don't even wear my Apple Watch during the day. I just wanted to wear it. There is a girl that is watching me record this video outside my window. That's so awkward. Anyways, I wanted to wear my Apple Watch during my workouts, and I didn't work out every single day, but I would say most days that I did work out, I wore my Apple Watch. I wanted to start doing more cardio. Didn't really do that. I wanted to start drinking 3 hydro flasks a day. I mean, like 30% is not that bad. The thing that I really fell off the most on was stretching. I think I did that once. I think that's even worse than last month. I just hate stretching. I really want to be flexible. I really want to get my splits, but I just hate the process of stretching, and so maybe I'll make that like a New Year's resolution. I just think I really fell off on this. I didn't comment on anyone's videos. Just get really in my head about that. So this month overall was a fail. I would have really loved for this month to be super successful and for me to accomplish a lot and like hold myself accountable like I said I was going to, but again I was having a really hard time with some personal things. I did as good as I can. I'm not even upset about it. Monthly goals that I had, I wanted to go to a pumpkin patch, which I did. I made a vlog. I wanted to go to a haunted house, which I did. I made a vlog. I wanted to reach out to a financial advisor, which I did, but I didn't like follow up with it. So this has been something that's on my list for a long time, but every time I reach out to him he's like, you know, there's just so much uncertainty right now with the election. Maybe now is just not the time. I wanted to get new running shoes. I think I might ask for those for Christmas. Mom, I know you've been asking for a Christmas list. Maybe I will find a pair of running shoes and send them to you. And then I wanted to start talking to my TikTok more, and I didn't do that. November, my goals that I have, I wanted to just make my goals this month not necessarily be these goals that I don't typically do, things I need to add into my routine, but I wanted to kind of maintain self-care, putting myself first, prioritizing things that are good for me, and just making sure I stick to them, because I find that when I'm kind of in like a bad headspace, some things will go out the window. Like my hygiene might go out the window. I know that's gross, but that is just something that I do. Exercising will go out the window. My friendships will go out the window. When I'm in like a really bad headspace, I just like self-destruct. So this month I just kind of wanted to maintain some healthy habits that I already do and make sure that I don't lose them. Washing my face in the morning and night, I know that does not seem like whoa, but that is something that I will always skip out on. Like last night I didn't even wash my face. I just went straight to bed with like sunscreen and everything on my face. So that is something that I really want to make sure that I'm doing this month. I also want to work out. When I also get in like a bad mental headspace, I kind of just skip working out, and I don't expect myself to work out every single day. I don't think that's realistic. I think I'm probably aiming towards like 3 times a week. Affirmations and saying 3 things that I'm thankful for. This was something that I wanted to do last month, but I didn't really do, and I think this would just kind of start off my day right. Drink 2 hydro flasks of water, so like the big water bottles. My goal last month was 3. We're gonna try 2. Try to just be easier on myself. I want to go on 1 outdoor walk a week, so 4 times a month. I live in Arizona, so like once it cools down, really nice outside, and I think that that would probably just be really good for my mental health. I want to start reading more. I read a few books this month. The last book that I read was Reminders of Him. I talk about that in an upcoming vlog, but I really liked that book. I bought It Ends With Us and It Starts With Us, and it's coming on Monday. Those are books that I want to read this month. I kind of needed like something here, so I said post on TikTok. I don't expect myself to do it every day, but it is something that I enjoy doing. Like, it's something that's fun. So I kind of fell off on last month just because I keep saying this. I was going through a dark time. I still am, but I don't want to lose things that I enjoy. So hopefully that will encourage me to do that. And then talk to a friend. Like I said, when I get like a deep dark hole of like me being sad, this is like really depressing. Like the more that I'm talking, the more I'm like, you guys are probably worried about me. I'm fine, but I'm going through some things, but I'm fine. I just don't want to alienate myself from my friends, and sometimes I find that I do that. So this to me is kind of just like reach out to a friend, see how they're doing, catch up with them, and it could be different friends, and then wash my face at night. And then monthly goals. Like I said, I want to go on 1 outdoor walk a week. I want to read at least 1 book. I started therapy this month. That is something that I'm very glad that I started doing. So I want to make sure I don't stop doing that. I have 3 monthly goals. I don't think that's that bad. I don't think you need like 1,000,001 goals every single month to accomplish. I just think that's unrealistic. Hopefully I can stick to these. I mean, every single month I'm like wide-eyed and I'm like, I can do this, and then I can't. Like, I always fall through with these things. That's how I was doing in October, and these are the things that I'm planning on doing in November. I always talk about this, but one of my favorite things to do at the beginning of every month is just deep clean my apartment. I will say my apartment is pretty clean right now, so I just wanted to go through and kind of like just make everything look a little sparklier. Shimmer. You know if you know. Cleaning is a really great way to kind of refresh my space and put me in a really good and clean mindset for the beginning of the month. at the beginning of every month, but it is the beginning of the week when I'm filming this. So we are going to go grocery shopping and restock our pantry. I also wanted to make it a point this month to start finding some recipes to make. So I scrolled on Pinterest and I found a couple of recipes that I could make this month or week. They have their Christmas bags. The lighting is very overcast, so it's not that great, so I apologize. But spinach. I thought the recipe that I was making needed spinach, but it turns out it doesn't, so I'll just add it anyways. I'm newly obsessed with the pumpkin bagels. I'm so sad that fall is over and I just now became obsessed with them. They also did not have any cream cheese, so I will have to get cream cheese from somewhere else. And then I also got everything bagels. I'm a bagel girl. What can I say? I got some asparagus for the meal that I want to make. I want to make like one big dinner and be able to eat it like a couple times throughout the week. I always get this as a treat for myself after I get home from the grocery store. So immediately when I turn the camera off, the chocolate croissants. I get them. I've been getting them every time. They're honestly a little overpriced. More lemons. I already have a ton of lemons, but honestly, you can never have enough. I'm a lemon girl. I ran out of Parmesan. This is just like the cheap grated Parmesan. I also got some low sodium chicken broth. I have some chicken broth in my fridge, but I wasn't sure if it was bad yet, so I just thought I'd get this, and if that's not bad, I'll put it in my pantry, and I know for a fact I'll use it. And then I got some chicken thighs. I really didn't get that much stuff this week because I think that I'll be eating out a few days this week, so is my grocery haul. Like very quick. I'm about to eat some croissants. The person that lives above me is like walking like an elephant around their apartment, so I'm sorry if you can hear like the thump 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 of their feet. One thing that I always like to do at the end of each month is go over my budget. So this is something that I've shared in the past. Everyone's financial situations are completely different, so I don't want to like share too much, but I like to show kind of like the overall pie chart of my spending. So how I budget personally is I track all my expenses and then I categorize them into different categories, and I make a bunch of pie charts and see where am I spending a lot, where am I saving. Do you guys hear them? What are they doing? I'm sorry. If you can't hear them, you probably are like, you're crazy. I mean, I am, but not about this. A lot of you guys also were asking me where I found my little budget spreadsheet. I actually made it myself. I was thinking I want to do one of these videos for like the new year, so let me know if you guys want me to create my budget spreadsheet with you guys so we can make them together and I can show you how I make it. Let me know if you want to see that, but I'm just showing you the pie chart that I extracted from all the data. So this is a pie chart of all of my spending. Like I said, what I typically do is I record all my expenses, every single thing that I bought, and then I categorize them into these categories. So this is my spending for the month of October. As you can see, my biggest expense is my standard expenses. I've talked about this before. You can categorize your expenses completely different. For me, standard expenses is like rent, utilities, my car insurance, my gas, my gym membership, my health insurance, investments that I make. Basically things that I expect that I'm going to spend money on go into this. I kind of am unsure if it being about 50% of my monthly spending is a good thing or a bad thing, because number one, it either says, wow, you manage your money really well and you don't spend a lot on excess stuff, or it says you spend a lot of money on rent, which it probably is the fact that I spend a lot of money on rent, but that's just the way rent prices are. It was literally either paying this much money for rent or not having anywhere to live. That's just the way that the rental market, I don't know, is where I live. So yeah, I do pay a lot in rent, and that probably is a good chunk of the standard expenses. The other biggest chunk that I had was business. I paid my Q3 TPT tax, and then I also, not to spoil it, I bought some more everything to-do lists for you guys and a background that I haven't printed it on yet, so that was also an expense. I always have business expenses. I have like my Shopify monthly subscription. I have like plugins for that I have to pay for. There's a bunch of little things that always go into business, so that is always a bigger category for me. Looks like the next biggest one was fun. That is a bunch of different things, so a lot of that is my Amazon purchases, but it's also like if I have plans with friends and we go do something, like I went to a comedy club with one of my friends, so I categorize that under fun. I really want to find a new way of categorizing my Amazon purchases, but that might be a next year type of thing. Food and takeout. So takeout looks like it was about 1% higher than just regular getting groceries. I think that was because I went out a couple times this month. Well, actually I went out like one time that I know for a fact I spent quite a bit of money on alcohol for that, so I think that could be a good percentage of that, but I mean, I didn't eat out too much. Other things, health, that is my therapy, that is my dermatologist appointment. Travel, those were Ubers that I took because I will not drink and drive. That is not happening. And And then other, I don't even remember what other was. I'm not too upset for this month. Like I didn't even have anything in the clothes or beauty category. I wasn't like excess spending on anything. Who knows, maybe next month I will. I don't know. For the past couple months, I've been pretty proud of my spending. Like I feel like I haven't been making like extravagant purchases that is me living outside of my means. Not that I've ever really made a purchase like that. I mean, I'm sure I probably have. I've been really trying to just make sure that I'm living within my means, honestly under my means, so I can save some money. And I'm pretty proud of myself. Like that's a good feeling that I didn't overspend this month. Like I said a little bit ago, last month my word for the month was accountability. That was something that I really wanted to hold myself to, didn't do it. The word for this month is going to be ease. I want to be easy on myself. I don't want to have such high expectations for myself. If anything, I want to lower my expectations for myself, which most people would not say is healthy, but I think for me with my super high expectations for myself, I think that it's okay to lower my expectations and just give myself some grace, some ease. So that is my word for the month. I hope that this month I just allow myself to be and not beat myself up for every little thing that I feel like I'm doing wrong in my life. I also wanted to incorporate a new little part to this video and add highlights from the month. I would love to hear your guys' highlights from the month. Like I keep saying in this video, I've had a rough month. It's been a lot. I want to remind myself of all the good things that did happen, not just the bad mental headspace that I've been in. So I'm gonna go through my calendar, or I could also go through my camera roll. I want to find some things that I did this month that made me feel happy, that I felt like were highlights of the month. At the beginning of the month, I got dinner with one of my newer friends and it was a really fun time. I also went to like a spin class with one of my friends in the morning and we got bagels and we walked around like a little lake, and that was just like filling my soul. I definitely want to do that again. I'll probably ask her soon to do it again. I also spent a day with my mom and we went shopping. I vlogged that. That was really fun and it was just nice to be able to spend some time with my mom. I also went to a pumpkin patch, which I felt like is something that in October I needed to do. I also reconnected with a friend that I kind of lost touch with, and it's just been really nice being able to like catch up with her and be able to hang out with her again. So that is definitely a high for the month. Taylor Swift released Midnights. That is probably the best thing that's happened to me in a while. That was the highest of the highs for the month. I'm obsessed with every single song on that album. It is so freaking good. I listen to it nonstop on repeat. I also went to a comedy club. Like I said, that was really fun. That was something that I had always wanted to do. I watched an ASU game with a bunch of my friends at like our old college bar, and it's gonna be Halloween, so I'm sure that will be fun. I hope that will be fun. I think the day that I'm uploading this video is on Halloween. Happy Halloween! But I hope that will be fun. And then the very last high for the month is my skin started clearing up more. If you guys remember, I went to a dermatologist, got a topical cream. For a while it wasn't working. I don't think my skin's perfect, but it's a lot better. So that is definitely a highlight for the month. So if you guys have any things that happened to you this month that when you look back on it makes you smile or makes you feel like that was a really good point in the month, comment it down below. I'd love to hear it. And I hope that November is filled with highlights and high moments. Not like high moments, but like good moments. You know what I mean? I hope that you guys liked this video. Let me know if you guys have any goals for the month of November. I cannot believe that it's November, which means it's almost December, which means it's almost Christmas, which means this basically is Christmas. Merry Christmas. But I love you guys so much. Make sure to subscribe if you're not already. But I'll see you in my next video. Bye! Mwah.